You have definitely encountered people who always want to be right. No matter what you say, no matter what happens, the result is always the same. They are always right. So is this really about knowledge, or is it about psychology? Actually, most of the time this situation is not about being right, but about insecurity. People who constantly want to be right think they will become worthless when they are wrong. For them, being wrong is not just a mistake, it means appearing worthless, losing control, even the possibility of not being loved. That's why in arguments, they immediately go on the defensive instead of listening. They don't try to understand the other side. They don't empathize. They only focus on protecting their own position. Because in their inner world, there is this fear. If I'm wrong, I'm not good enough. These people generally perceive criticism as a threat. Even simple feedback feels like an attack to them. That's why they deflect the topic, get stuck on details, remind of past mistakes, or completely divert the subject elsewhere. The goal is not to find the truth. The goal is not to lose. Another characteristic of people who always want to be right is that they avoid emotional responsibility. Because if you're right, you don't need to apologize. Saying I'm right means I don't need to change. This brings them to a difficult point in relationships. The other person gradually starts questioning themselves. Did I misunderstand? Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe the problem is with me. And at this exact point, the need to be right turns into a power imbalance. However, for a healthy person, it's not about being right, but about being understood and understanding. In healthy relationships, it's possible to sometimes be wrong. It's possible to sometimes say, yes, I'm wrong here. But for someone who always wants to be right, this sentence is very heavy, because this sentence touches their fragile identity inside. I can clearly say this. People who constantly want to be right are not strong. They are often deeply fragile inside. Being right is their armor. Without that armor, they don't feel safe. If you're in a relationship with someone like this, know this. Trying to convince them will exhaust you. It's not about making them accept the truth, it's about setting boundaries and drawing lines. And if you notice this tendency in yourself, it's not a crime. But it is a call for awareness, because sometimes there is something more valuable than being right. Remaining human. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video for more psychology content.